Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. If you've already watched some of the videos, much appreciated. Um, and like I find it really interesting, right? Um, like posting videos and seeing what's resonating with some of the collective out there, and it's really gratifying also to know that regardless of what happens, the messages can get out there, right? Because at one time, you didn't always have the ability, you know what I mean, to post these things on the internet or share these gifts. So that is one of the major blessings that we have nowadays is um, to be able to like be connected more. You know what I mean? And but what I see is like the opposite, right? Like what I really see now is like because we're so connected, we're like disconnected. And that's kind of weird to me. Because growing up, people were way more social. Even people didn't like each other, they still had enough like brevity to just still at least like acknowledge each other. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I don't know why I'm going into that. So just want to get into a general reading and tap into the energy of the collective. I'm being led to do this for some strange reason because I wasn't even going to do any more reads today. You know what I mean? And just set these out here like this. Okay. So we got the Six of Wands, jumping into collective energy, right? In the collective reading. We got the Six of Wands, limitations, fears, attraction, hot, release, surrender, and purge. Okay. So this Six of Wands right here, this is fire energy. This card is looking up here the way it was placed, right? This is release, surrender, and purge. Alright. So that may be where some of you are right now, out there in the collective is you just like so fed up that you just gotta give it to the creator, give it to the most high, you know what I mean? Give it to God, or spirit, or however you recognize the governing force of this realm, right? Um I'm sensing there was a false attraction, you know what I mean, out there, and some of the trauma that y'all went through in some relationships, and yeah, some relationships, um, it created like fears, which caused you to put your boundaries up and have limitations. Okay, so I'm picking up this for a divine feminine, right? Whereas you start off in this energy right here, you know what I'm saying, in terms of how the visual looks, strong, you know what I mean, successful, vibrant, you know what I'm saying. But it ended up into a situation where now you was going through these limitations, these fears from this trauma, from this relationship, and this attraction that looked good, right? Got too hot. Like you say, you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, right? But I'm not saying that in a demeaning way. I'm just saying that you chose you, right? That's what I'm picking up. So now you in this energy of release, surrender, and purge, maybe self-healing, and that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, if we stay stuck and we keep our head down, that's good for a season, but it's not always good for for the overall ending outcome, right? So this says the Walker awareness reflection, astronomer, discovery, augury, right? So some of y'all out there about to discover some amazing things about yourself, right? You might discover some new talents, but not only that, discover some new things that you like, right? I'm put this under the fears card because it said limitation right now. Under the fear and limitations, it says discovery. So some of y'all about to discover that y'all like to be in nature way more than you realize, and that's what I'm hearing. Like some people might be going camping, some people might be going. You might like to travel with the what are those things called? Travel with the some of your favorite bands. You know what I mean? Go on tours and things like that. Some of y'all are gonna experience an awesome summer like never before. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Some people like to go fishing. You know what I mean? All of that's coming, right? This is the season for that. You know. Uh, but it says the Walker awareness reflection. Okay, so I'm getting from this card, and what I'm hearing is for somebody in that reflection note that you will never, you'll never be the same again, right? But now that you're aware of like how games could be played in like in the love space, in the personal space, you know, because people could really seem genuine in that and say the things that you want to hear, but but in reality, like it's like the actions don't match the words, which is like a red flag for a lot of us. You know what I mean? So now that you're aware, it's like you'll never, even if you wanted to, it's like you'll never be able to let that happen again, because you've seen the red flags, but you know, it was like it was like, you know, the situation's good, so you didn't want to accept it. For some of y'all out there, y'all seen it. Self-worth, right? That's where you at now. Oh, excuse me. So self-worth, right? That's where you at now. The merchant. It says the merchant on there, right? And I want to point out that, like, yeah, you know, most trades that are talked about are monetary or physical trades, right? When you're talking about merchants and doing business, but when you in the field of trade, right? Peace takes sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like peace takes a worthy trade. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's taking you to study to get a degree, maybe a bachelor's degree or a serious degree more than that, because it is a degree. It's levels, right? So okay, these cards not really wanting to mix for me clearly right now. So yeah, you know what I mean. So basically, for some of y'all out there too, you know, like you want all this great things. Like some of us gotta realize that we have to put in that little extra work to get those things, and that's okay to strive harder, right? Um, get that negative energy out here. I'm feeling somebody kind of trying to something going on right there, right? We're gonna just get rid of all that negative energy, all right? But yeah, so making a worthy trade, you know what I mean? When I seen that merchant card that says self-worth, it's letting me know that y'all are, a lot of y'all out there are putting in the time and the personal effort, right? But there's others of us in the collective out there that need to get on that bandwagon in terms of the limitations and fears. Like this is the beginning of some of y'all's journey of letting go of that, right? Of realizing the kind of compound. I'm gonna just use this term like compound interest trauma, right? Um, so it's like those became limitations, right? So now you gotta release that. You gotta learn how to release that. You gotta learn how to surrender and purge, right? Because um, and this is for those that haven't gotten to the merchant. When we talk about the merchant card, of making realizing the type of trades or AKA sacrifices that gotta be done to get to that place of peace. You know what I'm saying? And you know, some people's peace is defined as stability. You know what I mean? You know, some people's peace is defined as circumstantial order. You know what I mean? And all these various things. So whatever your peace is, um, you know, now you know off tops that attraction. It came in hot. It wasn't that wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that wasn't the answer. And you realize now too that for some of us out there in the collective, this has been a pattern for you. You realizing now, almost that discovery right there, right? You realizing now that moving fast into something else, it's not it's not where it's at. Like now, it's like you kind of like loving you, choosing you, doing you. So that's opening up new discoveries. We were talking about earlier. That's opening up new awarenesses too, right? Um, Self-worth. Then we're getting that again. So expectations. All right. So some of y'all also gotta forgive yourselves, right? You kind of dealing with your self-worth. You had expectations of certain things. You feeling like you let yourself down. Hey, look, I'm here to tell you, it happens. You know what I mean? Like when I say life is lifing, life happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say the message and the lesson happens. That's really what's going on here, right? So the rebirth, right? Somebody here just had a serious rebirth in the past winter, this past winter. And for some of y'all, I'm hearing that you're gonna get a new car in this coming winter, right? Through this through this healing, like compensation for the issues and stuff that you was going through, right? I'm kind of being stuck to this oracle deck for some reason right now, but that's fine. I'm gonna keep on. Spirit telling me to stay with this for a minute. So yeah, man. I mean, you know, kudos to you, to those of y'all getting over these limitations and getting over these hurdles. You know what I mean, and getting back to this valiant energy, right? In terms of the image, because we're not talking about the Six of Wands. I know somebody, other people will read that card wrong, but in this context, we're talking about a divine feminine right here that then went through some real trauma, and went through some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? And somebody out in the collective, y'all, it's like verification that like you really, this really happened, and just hearing somebody talk about it, it's like uplifting, and I can understand that. I feel that right there. Apology, forgiveness, right? This person wants to come. This person wants to come back and cause more trauma and kick them to the curb quick, because that can't happen. That can't happen, right? They know they messed up. They know they messed up. Let me hang on for a second. Let me get a clue about this person. All right, what type of person this is, or you know what I'm saying? What's going on here? Okay, so this one flipped over. So we'll use this clue. Some of these got pictures on them. Some of these don't. I'm gonna just set that down right there. Alright, so this says the player on your right must show you a card. Okay, so when these people try to come back, apologize, ask for forgiveness, they're showing you a card, right? They're showing you who they are, because they're showing you that they're aware that they know they was acting, you know what I'm saying, they was being a little extra and doing things to traumatize you. They know, so that's showing you a card. All right, so now that it says the player on your right must show you a card, keeper, right? Because you thought they was a keeper, but they exposed themselves. They exposed that they was playing games, wasting your time, right? So chosen ones out there ain't going for that. Soul Tribe family out there ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going for that. But you know, I'm hearing it's still hard. It's so hard. I know it's hard to pick yourself up. But you, okay, so we're not doing that. I see what, hold on. Yeah, alright, so. But, because the deck was upside, the whole deck was upside down. I didn't even check it. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's very difficult to get through traumatizing times and to go through things and realize that, you know, like on the humble tip, that we was a victim. But your stability is here. With this message, right? See that the cloud coming out with the water. It's like an awakening, and it's also like, because number 4 is stable, right? So for some of y'all really needed to hear this message, because it was, I'm hearing a step away from crazy. So maybe somebody out in the collective didn't have anybody to talk to about this, right? And they felt like they was about to lose their minds because of what done happened and transpired, and they really couldn't talk about it from feeling trapped, right? But now you're getting that courage up, the self-worth, and you realizing that you are worth taking the time to heal and getting yourself together, because ultimately it's your life, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta be strong, you know what I mean, right now. Look, defending your position. You know what I'm saying? It's a scuffle, right? It was a whole scuffle about this situation. Awareness, reflection, because you became aware, you confronted, I'm hearing you confronted this person, this past partner, about what they was doing, and they act like they didn't know what was going on. But then at the same time, these jokers just expose their hand and let you know, because they asked for apology, for forgiveness, that they know they wrong, right? The player on your right must show you a card. That's the clue, okay? That's the clue. Alright, so y'all gotta keep that in mind. Y'all gotta keep that in mind right now. Cause they on you hard, and that attraction might still be hot. You know what I mean? In terms of how you feeling. Cause you know, you can't help you your body attracted to. Sometimes, you know, they do that thing, they do it right. You know what I'm saying? So that's a factor for some of y'all out there, I'm hearing. But they done, you know, I'm hearing also, you done already confronted them, y'all done already talked about this. Um, you got to defend your position, stay strong, because that's the self-worth. That's gonna help you get through that expectations for the goodness that you need, right? That's the worthy trade that you made, okay? Even though it was a hard trade, y'all ain't arguing about this thing, whatever the case is, what's going on, the person wasting your time. Now you got the self-worth. You done woke up again, realized you releasing all of this. So upon this release, spirit, like, what's going on? What? Because we talking about another car, you know, a blessing like a car or something coming in the winter for some of us. Uh, what was it like? What's the real? Oh, okay. So this is okay. This is 10 of Wands in reverse. All right. So this person was the barrier, because I'm seeing it in this defense right here. This person, y'all can't fall for this. This person is a karmic, all right? And um, it's like you can't let them deceive you, because they, every time you want to talk about like something good or progress or doing something different, they have some type of like let down or shoot down, like, nah, you know what I'm saying, you should do it this way, or you should go that way, or I don't think that's good. You know what I mean? So this is part of the issue in that relationship dynamic, right? That was a problem for you. And you know, again, some people see your potential, y'all. They know what's up. They know what's up. The world, that's you. Because everything in the world, the whole world is open to you. And you coming out of that. Some of y'all have been depressed out there. You coming out of that, and you realizing everything is available to you. It's open for you. Not this, okay. You know what I'm saying? So you are the victor, not the victim. Okay? You are the victor, because those times helped you to be stronger and to get to this point now, to where you don't have to go through that anymore. The sleeper, cause and effect, clarity. So that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up right here. Actually, that's the clarity some of y'all needed right there. You know what I mean? And it's a pleasure to do these readings and really you know, share this information and tap in, and you know, so much love and light. You know what I mean? We're just gonna keep the messages rolling.